search till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon. Turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Want more NBA action? Jump into League Pass and stream live games anywhere. Stream more dunks, more buzzer beaters, and more moments all season long on any device. Catch up with condensed games and customize the play-by-play with local broadcasts. NBA League Pass brings the game to you. Use code Spotify50 off for 50% off.
Welcome to the I.R.S.S. Pneumonia Awareness 25 here from Watkins, Glen International Raceway. Today's race will feature 5 of our finest drivers. Keegan Clark, as you see right here, our Daytona winner and one of our most consistent drivers so far this season. Making his I.R.S.S. debut, we have Jackson Nutt in the 00. Right now running the second in practice here, 2 minutes left in practice. But some familiar faces like Mark Allen Bivens in the Lego number 76. James R. Hartley here at Watkins Glen. Right now running in 4th in the Red Bull number 33. Evan Borodar making his re-debut after missing two weeks. Phoenix and Indianapolis. Keegan Clark so far has been doing very well this season, but can Jackson Nutt, who's been looking very, very fast, possibly pick up his first win in his first race of the season? Who knows? We will have to watch and find out here from Watkins Glen. Welcome to Watkins Glen for the Pneumonia Awareness 25. Right now, heading into qualifying, real quick, I'm going to talk to you guys about pneumonia and really what it is. Pneumonia is a infection that inflames the air sacs in one or both lungs that fills with fluid and causes horrible breathing and it is life-threatening. That is why we are doing an awareness race here tonight. Race number 5 of the season is life-threatening to mostly infants, children, and people over 65. So, if you know anyone that is, having, like coughing, fever, chills, difficulty breathing, make sure they go to a doctor and get checked out and get help. But tonight is race number 5. And James Hartley heading into the chicane very quickly on his first lap, on his out lap. And here is the number 69 already going into the first chicane. Already having difficulties. But difficulties already starting for some of the drivers. And looks like he's missed the entire boot. Now, James R. Hartley going through the boot. Evan and Jackson. Mark Allen Bivens still not on the racing surface at the moment. James R. Hartley now. See that front dive down going into the final 2 corners here on the boot. Very tight corner that is. As you see, we are not running the traditional Watkins Glen Raceway circuit. We are actually running the boot version, which is different. And as you see, coming out of the carousel, you go straight, which definitely might play a factor. But right now, James R. Hartley now on his first lap. Here, Keegan Clark on his first lap, flawlessly through the screen. James R. Hartley, he's going to overshoot the chicane. Oh, sorry, not the chicane, turn number 1. Tight right-hander. Now Jackson off for his first lap. Keegan Clark back in the pits. See what happens. He's going into the boot, loses the car. Unfortunate for him, but James R. Hartley right now, very nice through the chicane, and very smooth. And as you see now, Evan Drill on the track, his first lap. James R. Hartley now into the boot, right where Keegan crashed. James is gonna run wide through there. Now Mark Allen Bivens on the track. So far, it's been very interesting, and we're only in qualifying. At the moment, that number 33 has been not the fastest driver, but he's one of the top picks to win this race. Jackson Knock now coming out of the boot. He's going to go sideways. And he's going to go fully on a half spin for Jackson Knock. That's going to hurt his first lap. Now here comes James R. Hartley out of the boot, going into the final set of corners. Now for this next lap, as James R. Hartley is one of the picks to win, we will ride on board with James R. Hartley. As you just now saw, James R. Hartley went sideways and fully around now. Mark Allen Bivens on his first lap. coming out of the hairpin. But here comes Jackson out to complete his second lap. Is he going to be able to do it? Evan Bardot goes top of the boards. Now, Jackson Knock, he will go top of the boards. Evan Bardot now on his final lap, going into the carousel. Mark Allen Bivens only on his first lap. Could this be a good thing for Mark Allen Bivens? James R. Hartley now going to be qualified in the third place position. That could definitely change. So right now, James R. Hartley, the favorite to win, we will be talking to him right after qualifying finishes up. So Mark Allen Bivens now across the line to get to his second lap. He's going to go top of the boards with a 158 flat. Trying to finish his second lap now. Down in the final corner. Very good final corner. I'm gonna get on the throttle very quickly. Where is this gonna put him? Evan Bardot, he's gonna go not much faster. Half a second faster, but that's not gonna be enough. Evan Bardot is qualified now in the 5th place position. Keegan Clark now seems to have given up on his qualifying attempt. So he will be starting in the 5th place position. So Mark Allen Bivens seems to have taken pole position here from Watkins, Glen, as you see him get sideways. Now we're gonna go talk to James R. Hartley here. And that was a very interesting qualifying. Seems like James is having some technical difficulties, so as here's James in the number 33. Starting in 4th place position. James, you are the favorite. How does that impact you going into this race?
Obviously, being the favorite, you got to keep in mind a lot more pressure than there would usually be going into a race, and especially at a road course, where it's so so difficult. One wrong flick of the steering wheel and your car's gonna go around. This is what happened in qualifying, exiting the boot, and a lot of pressure, but I know we're good at road courses. We're good at the Glen. We didn't speed in qualifying and practice, but I feel like we can just put our cards right in the actual race. We can probably get up there and finish second, or maybe even go for that big prize on get first.
Yeah, James. How do you think you're gonna perform long term at the end of this race?
I don't know. It's up for a chance to decide, I guess. Really, you can't really tell until you're actually out there and deciding how everything's gonna happen and play out. So we're gonna see how everything plays out, and hopefully the cards go in our favor. I wish everyone else good luck in the race, and hope the viewers at home have a good time watching the race.
All right. Yeah. Thank you, James. Thank you, James. That was James R. Hartley, the driver of the number 33. And we're gonna go to a quick ad break. We will be right back here from Watkins, Glen. back here from Watkins, Glen International Raceway for the Pneumonia Awareness 25. Mark Allen, we're going to take you through the starting lineup. Starting on pole position, the driver of the number 76, Mark Allen Bivens. Starting in the second position, as you see to the left of your screen, the 00 of Jackson Knock. Starting in the third place position, the number 5 Hendrick Cars Chevrolet, Evan Borodrill. Starting in the fourth place position, the number 33 Red Bull Chevy, James R. Hartley. Starting in the fifth place position, the Dude Wipe Chevrolet. In the 69 truck, Keegan Clark. Your starting lineup. The field is set. One lap to go. You're from Watkins, Glen. As we will have a caution on lap 13 for pretty much a halfway caution for everyone to get fuel and tires. Halfway caution on lap 13. Fuel will be about halfway, so the lap 13 caution will be everyone will try and come into the pits, but could we see strategy earlier on? That will be for us to find out. These drivers have made it halfway around this racetrack. And as you see, people cutting the chicane, which is very, very allowed, depending on the line you're in. At the moment, these drivers prepping themselves for the first road course race of the season. And as before we go green here, the number 33 of James R. Hartley. You see a little white text on the back bumper of that racing truck. It says Ethan was here. The driver of the number 18, Ethan. After last weekend at Phoenix, James R. Hartley decided to slap a big sticker on the back of that number 33 Red Bull's Chevy to remember it and make fun about it. So that will be a big topic. James R. Hartley not able to make the race tonight, so that will hurt him in the point situation. Right now, coming into Watkins Glen with not many races left in the season, with only 2 more races left in the regular season after Watkins Glen. Your points are Keegan Clark locked in with 161 points, and Ethan with 155. The race officials decided to take his lock away after winning 2 races and a 15-point penalty. Mark Allen Bivens with 154 points, no wins. James R. Hartley in 4th in points with 124. Evan Borodrill right now with 82, and Jackson Knock with 0. Because this is his first race this season. And the pace car making the hard right-hander on the pit road. Green flag is out. We're racing here from Watkins Glen for 25 laps. We're under turn 1. Jackson, the 69 is in the grass. Seems to have gotten forced down there. Keegan Clark now falling behind. Mark Allen Bivens now up to his second lead. Evan Borodrill, third place position. coming into the second corner of the boot. Something a lot of these drivers have not driven before is this boot. And a lot of these drivers are really doing it flawlessly here. You see Keegan Clark trying to make a pass on James R. Hartley. James R. Hartley seeming to fall back now after having a good start. Good start for James R. Hartley. Mark Bivens now up to a 2.5 second lead on Jackson Knock. He seems to be running away with it. Now, James R. Hartley very wide through. Mark Allen Bivens now almost a 4-second gap. He's built up a very big gap here going into the chicane for the second time today. Now into the boot. These drivers picking a lot of speed going into a very slow corner. Some drivers having difficulties actually. As you see the 5 of Evan Borodrill around in the boot. He's gonna get it back going, so no caution. So now Evan Borodrill down to 5th place. And Jackson Knock starting to catch up to Mark Allen Bivens. Mark Allen Bivens still pulling away on the gap. He has built a big gap. Now a 13-second gap to Evan Borodrill, who just spun going into turn number 6. Pretty sure turn number 6. Let's take a look at what happened. This could have been the very same situation happened with Keegan. No, just the car locked up the rear tires, it seemed, and he just went around. Did not hit the tire barrier, which is a very good thing, and a very nice job of driving from the number 5. Mark Allen Bivens going to get a little through the S's now. James R. Hartley now running in the 5th place position once again. What happened to James R. Hartley? Seems he has fallen back. Let's take a look. He runs very wide. Oh, and gets into the wall. What happened here? In the grass and very hard contact. Not a good thing for Mark Allen. As if the number 33 gets caught by him, this could make it interesting. But here comes Jackson Knock. They're closed in the gap on Mark Allen Bivens now to a 1/2 second. Not a big gap. Now, 1/2 second gap to Mark Allen Bivens. Down one of the longest straightaways other than the front stretch. Going into the corner, Mark Allen Bivens sideways through some of the corners. A really good battle. Now, here comes Jackson Knock. He is going to send it to the inside. Jackson Knock, your new race leader, but here comes Mark Allen Bivens on the outside. Mark Allen Bivens going to let Jackson Knock have it. But can Mark Allen Bivens capitalize on that little wiggle by the 00? No, he can't. Jackson Knock starting to drive away now. Jackson Knock, your new race leader, by about a second. decent-sized gap. Closed really. Mark Allen Bivens closed really big into the first corner. With about 2-minute lap times here, lap traffic could be coming. Bus stop. Mark Allen Bivens is now starting to catch up to the 00 of Jackson Knox. The battle for the lead. And Mark Allen Bivens sideways. He is going to save it. A brilliant save from Mark Allen Bivens. Bivens now in the grass while being sideways again. Mark Allen Bivens seems to be having struggles for grip at the moment. As Jackson Knox really starting to drive away now. Sideways coming out of the second to last corner, or coming into the final corner. Mark Allen Bivens super smooth. The front straightaway. So you can see Keegan Clark coming in the picture back here. But he starts catching these two. Still having struggles. Evan Burrow seems to have gotten passed by James R. Harley. See what happened here. Going out of the boot, just sideways and fully around there. Seems like he waits for James R. Harley to go by so he didn't hit him and gets back going. But again, drivers having big difficulties trying to maneuver through the boot. I see Jackson up now coming through the boot. Another Bandit Racing League driver. Same with Mark Allen Bivens and myself. And James O'Rourke. Now. Into some of the tighter corners through the boot. Jackson Knox, he's going to lock up. He locks up coming out of turn number 9. Now going into turn number 10. This 11-corner racetrack. Going into turn number 11. Is now starting to catch up. James R. Hartley still having problems with the race truck. Turn number 3 and now out of 4. Down the back straight. Going into the bus stop. Mark Allen Bivens gaining a lot through the bus stop. Battle for the lead now. Going into turn number 6, the boot. Into the entrance of the boot. Going into turn number 7 now. It is nicknamed the toe of the boot as it is one of the tightest corners on this racetrack. Now coming into turn number 8. Jackson Knox still starting to keep his gap, but now Mark Allen Bivens seems to almost get on the back bumper there. They're going to be side by side going into turn number 9. Mark Allen Bivens around the outside. Is it going to work? No, but they're still side by side going into turn number 10. Into turn number 10. Mark Allen Bivens, he's sideways. A really good save again by Mark Allen Bivens. Now Jackson Knox starting to get caught by Mark Allen Bivens. Mark Allen Bivens seems to have the faster truck at the moment, but does he really? This really shows if he does. And Evan Bordrill is in the pits, possibly had damage. Now the 69 running third. James Hartley starting to catch up on the 69 Dude White truck. Now Jackson Knox once again starting to gain on or pull away from Mark Allen Bivens. Mark Allen Bivens very loose out of the corner, trying to make it another save. Evan Bordrill now coming out of the bus stop. James R. Hartley coming out of the boot. Jackson Knox building up his gap. Jackson Knox now needing a really good finish here. This is his first race. Very impressive performance by Jackson Knox. That 00 was very good. Riding on board with the number 76 of Mark Allen Bivens. Didn't get sideways there. Really good save. You can hear how much these drivers are really having to get up on the RPMs out of these corners. Jackson Knox and Mark Allen Bivens have really started to drive away from Keegan Clark, who's now about 23 seconds back. Mark Allen Bivens wheel hops it going into that corner. Take a look at what happens. Take a look at what happened. Into the corner, wheel hops. The car does not turn. And that gives Jackson Knox more of a gap. Remember, when these drivers hit lap 13, after 12 laps are completed, caution will come out. Evan Bordrill, who pitted, could this be a strategy call? Could Evan Bordrill try to stay out when the competition caution happens for a late strategy call. This driver's really having difficulties doing their thing. There's a lot of these drivers are not used to doing this layout of the track. Some difficulties for some of these drivers hoping have a better finish than what they're having. Mark Allen Bivens, he's going to go through the grass. That's going to be a slowdown penalty. Mark Allen Bivens. Oh, and Mark Allen Bivens now goes sideways. Now Mark Allen Bivens really slowed down now. And Keegan Clark now into the pits. You can see him coming out of the pits now. So now, another strategy call possibly for these drivers is Jackson Knock. Now running in the first place position, but with a more comfortable gap as you see him get more sideways than I have seen this driver all race so far. As you see Mark Allen Bivens, he's going to go around again. Side swipes the wall. Big damage to that race truck, and he's going to go sideways once again. Mark Allen Bivens' tires possibly are shot. Mark Allen Bivens, could he be pitting this time? No, he's not. Still staying out with the big damage, knowing there's a competition caution for him in 2 laps. 2 completed laps. Mark Allen Bivens now trying his hardest to catch back up to Jackson Knock, who has a very comfortable 10-second lead. You barely see Mark Allen Bivens right there in the frame. Mark Allen Bivens very wide coming out of the chicane. Now James R. Hartley coming through turn number 1, running back now in the 3rd place position. And right on board with him. The tires are being a very big issue for some of these drivers. With Mark Allen Bivens now super slow through that corner. Having difficulties keeping the car maintaining speed through some of these corners. Now here, Jackson Knock coming out of turn number 9. Evan Borodrill running in a 5th place position last, coming into turn number 1 after pitting on lap number 7. So Evan Borodrill right now having a very interesting strategy call. Jackson Knock is into the pits. Mark Allen Bivens going to stay out on the racetrack. Jackson Knock is into the pits. He's going to forfeit the lead. Jackson Knock now running in the 2nd place position. So still very good for him that he is not running farther behind. Now here he comes out of the pit lane. James R. Hartley now coming into turn number 11. Mark Allen Bivens now seems to be waiting for the caution to come out. James R. Hartley now into the pits. So, some strategy calls going on here. Everyone except Mark Allen Bivens has been in the pit lane. So, caution is now out. Seems the competition caution seems to have come out quicker than anticipated. Right now, race leader Mark Allen Bivens, Jackson Knox second, Keegan Clark third, James R. Hartley fourth, and Evan Borodrill in fifth place position. Caution is out here from Watkins Glen in the fifth round of the I.R.S.S. The Pneumonia Awareness 25. Here from Watkins Glen. We're going to go to a quick ad break. We will be right back. Back here from New York Raceway, which is named Watkins Glen, but okay, so right now the race leader is Mark Allen Bivens, Jackson Knox second, Keegan Clark third, James R. Hartley running in the fourth place position, and Evan Borodrill right now running in the fifth place position. See, Evan Borodrill seems not be up to speed. See, Keegan Clark, James R. Hartley with slight damage from getting into the wall. Mark Allen Bivens now seems to be falling back. Actually, let's go talk to Mark Allen Bivens. Hey Mark, it's Mason up here in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so as we saw there, why did the caution come out a couple laps early?
Came in a couple laps early because everybody wanted it to, and really, we couldn't really do anything, and everybody was wrecking, so might as well just start early.
Alright, so yeah, how did the truck feel? It looked like you were struggling for grip out there.
Well, I mean, it was really good. I mean, it just went away from us. We had some trouble there, hitting the wall, and just could not catch Jackson. And, yeah, so he pitted, and, yeah, that's really it.
Yeah, so what's your strategy called what was your strategy called not coming in before the competition caution?
Well, I mean, I just really think, like, hey, I'm going to have better tires, and I'm going to have better fuel, and I don't really think they're going to be able to make it on fuel and all that if they pit early, so, yeah, that's really just my call on that.
So, yeah, if you were to try and do a full fuel run, how many laps could you have gone?
It's about 13 or so. 11 to 13, so we were dead on entering pit road.
Alright, yeah, seems like a really good strategy call for you. But how's anything like Jackson Knox? He's been doing very good tonight. What's your opinions on him so far?
I feel like he was doing really good. I feel like he has a longer run car. and we were really battling there. We were really doing the same thing there, and then I hit the wall, and it was pretty much just all over for me. And I was just gonna have to hang it out into the caution. But yeah, I think he's doing really good, and he's gonna be hard to beat.
All right, thank you for your time. That was Mark Allen Bivens, the driver of the number 76. We're gonna bring in Jackson up, the driver of the number 00. In a couple seconds. Here is Jackson up. Hey Jackson, Mason up here in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah.
All right, Jackson. So, how's the truck been feeling after you've had some really good runs so far throughout this race?
Well, I gotta say, it's been honestly really fun. I do like the boot. Never raced it before. But we're about to be going into. We're going down this straightaway, right? And this turn right here is the loosest turn. This one that we're coming up on right here. It's the loosest turn ever, and I honestly think it's faster to get a loose coming out of the corner. Just going up this hill and then just the elevation change. It's really difficult, but a lot of fun. But yeah, and as well as the fact that Mark is a lot faster than me, but he's just been having so much bad luck this race. I think I'm not going to say that I have a chance because that's just immediately jinx it, but it's just nice to be in front, I guess.
Yeah. So how's the truck been feeling? Have you had any losses of grip?
Yeah, a lot going into the corner that we're actually in right now. Oversent this a lot, even oversent it in qualifying, spun it in qualifying on that corner. So that's been really difficult. But other than that, the rest of the track seems pretty gripped up so far. But we'll obviously see the sun keeps on going behind the clouds. The track is rubbering up and getting cold and getting warm. So we'll see how it progresses over the night.
All right. So yeah, one more quick question. Yep. How does it feel to drive here in the I.R.S.S series and be doing so well for your first race this season?
Well, I'm definitely glad I can make it. Seeing as, most of the time I don't have the track, and this is kind of my, not, rude or anything, but like side league a little bit. I got Bandit as my main league. Mark and all the other guys are in there. So I'm pretty much only buying tracks for them. But I'll be able to make this race, obviously, and I'll also be able to make Chicagoland. And yeah, it feels great to finally be racing with everyone.
All right, yeah. Thank you for your time, and hopefully you have a good race.
Yep, thank you.
And real quick, one more thing I'd like to say. So that was the driver of the number 00, Jackson Knott. And as we are now one lap to green, your starting lineup going into the restart, it's going to be Jackson Knott in the 00 in that bright green and white 00, and Keegan Clark in the Dude Wipes 69. James R. Hartley starting third. And it seems like we are missing a driver, but Mark Allen Bivens starting fourth, and here comes Evan Bora-Drill coming out of the S's now, coming out of turn number 4, I'm pretty sure. Gonna blow through the chicane there. Now as we get ready to go back one lap to green, this race is slowly coming to an end here from Watkins, Glen. This is the Pneumonia Awareness 25 from Watkins, Glen. Right now, 1 lap to green, coming through some of the tighter corners in the boot. Now, as you heard Jackson Knox say, the corner, turn number 7, the toe, the elevated corner, is very difficult on this 3.5-mile road course. So, now, as we get ready to go back green flag racing, going through turn number 10, you're restarting. Jackson Knock, Keegan Clark, James R. Hartley, Mark Allen Bivens, and Evan Bora Drill, who seems to have not caught up yet. And we're back green flag racing. As you see Evan Bora Drill coming through the final corner. Going into turn number 1, here comes James R. Hartley, late braking, as he would say. Here comes Mark Allen Bivens now. They're gonna be too wide. This is one of the hardest sections to make passes now. Mark Allen Bivens now on the outside here, coming through the S's. Still side by side. Jackson Knock got a really good start. These three are bunched up. Evan Bordrill now in the pits. Here they come out of the bus stop. Now coming into the boot. Up in the chute, and now going down into the toe. Chute to the toe. Now we got Keegan Clark running in third. Very good run for him here at a road course after saying, I am no good at road courses. Jackson Knox still driving away. As you heard in Jackson's interview, Mark Allen Bivens is faster than me. Could that be true? As we've seen Mark Allen Bivens just having losses of grip. And that sounded like James R. Hartley was in the wall there. Difficulties. Mark Allen Bivens sideways through those corners. A lot of drivers still having difficulties with 10 laps to go here from Watkins Glen. Coming through the S's. Coming out. Into the inner loop, or the bus stop, as it's called. Now to the outer loop. Now into turn number 6. Now, some of the most difficult parts of this racetrack. You were watching, riding on board with Mark Allen Bivens on the nose of that racetrack. Oh, and Keegan Clark's going to be off the track. He is going to be sideways. Is he going to be able to save it? Yes, he will. Mark Allen Bivens also sideways. Everyone's sideways. Down in turn number 1, 9 laps to go. Jackson Knock, your race leader. Mark Allen Bivens second. Keegan Clark third, James R. Hartley. Now in the grass, running fourth, Evan Bordrill, running kind of wide, coming out of the boot, running in the 5th place position. Mark Allen Bivens heading into the bus stop. Allen still seems to have trouble, struggling for a grip with Mark Allen Bivens. Now, Jackson Knock running very well, still trying to keep it good, and not let the 76 catch. But could the 76 catching be inevitable? Is now the 00 of Jackson Knock, still trying to find more ways to pull away. With Mark Allen Bivens still keeping up, as you see Daytona winner Keaton Clark in the Dude Wipes car getting a little bit sideways. Now Mark Allen Bivens in the turn number 10, same with Jackson Knock, needing a win. Needing a win to get himself good in points. And I think we've had a major accident on the racetrack. James R. Hartley, let's take a look. Going into the corner, just locks it up. Oh, and into the tire, very big damage for that truck. He's gonna go a lap down now. Now coming out of the S6. Jackson Knox. He's gonna run a little bit wide. Mark Allen Bivens. Now Allen Bivens catching up. You see the 00 struggling for grip now. James R. Hartley might not be able to get it done. That's a big wreck he had. Well, if we have another caution with two of our top drivers, could a caution come out? Now, getting ready to come out the boot.
Hey Mason, you got a copy?
Yeah, James R. Hartley. This is James
Gonna be-
R. Hartley, driver number
Yeah.
33.
We joining the commentating booth for the rest of the race here. 'Cause I got nothing else to do, so. But no, how's the racing been so far, Mason? From your point of view here.
Oh, good, James. What happened there? Saw you get run very wide and then get into the wall. What happened?
Yeah, I'm not really sure. We just kind of ran it wide. The car was handling like crap after a couple of laps into the race. We had a really good restart. We were able to get past and up into second without a breaking game. I actually did not think it was going to work, but we were able to make it happen, and yeah, that's how that went. But right now, obviously, I want to be on your share screen just because I have I will have my I.R.S.S loaded up as well, but right now we got a good battle heating up for the lead with Jackson Knock and Mark Allen Bivens.
Yeah, Mark Allen Bivens, he's been one of the fastest drivers this race so far, as he is almost at the back bumper of Mark Allen Bivens.
So Jackson Knock, obviously in practice, we saw him in qualifying. Obviously in qualifying, he did take a little bit of a spin in qualifying. I don't think that really affected him in qualifying, but he was obviously really quick in qualifying and in practice, but you know, it's showing here that, you know, you don't have to be the fastest driver out there to try and get there and win the race.
Yeah, Mark Allen Bivens now, he's just been super fast in the season. Knox even tried to break the draft there.
Now we're gonna go back to the midfield with Keegan Clark. Keegan Clark, a hard hit into the wall.
Keegan Clark is around. Big
A
damage.
hard hit. What happened? Looked like he was just going up the hill. Looked like he was just going up the hill and just spun right around and was able to go into the wall. So not very good for Keegan Clark and his points contention, but Keegan Clark goes around at the top of the hill in the boot. Looks like he just looked like entering the boot. He just comes down here into the boot and
Seems like
you know,
Keegan Clark actually
going
can't
good.
get unstuck.
But it's going up that hill in the boot. That uphill right-hander just gets out of the throttle a little too quick, and that is going to put him into the wall. Now how is this going to affect Keegan's playoff and championship points lead here in the I.R.S.S? He cannot get unstuck. Jackson Knock. Evan Bordeaux. Now he's also going to get a little loose coming up that uphill right-hander. Is he maybe going to give a? Yeah, I believe he's going to give a little bit of a help here to Keegan Clark.
Oh, and Mark Allen Bivens goes around. He's gonna save it though. Now he's gonna go fully around.
There's technically 2 cars spun on the racetrack, but as you see, Evan doing trying some interesting tactics here, trying to get that, and that is a caution out. Would you like me to bring in Keegan Clark and see what happened there on the?
Keegan Clark.
I'll bring him in. All right, hey Keegan, this is James up in the booth here. You get a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Yeah. So Keegan, we saw you went for a little bit of a spin there up on that uphill right-hander. Just kind of walk us through what happened there.
I got loose off the corner. I didn't even hit it that hard, and somehow I'm stuck, barely stuck.
Obviously, I saw Evan trying to give you a bit of a hand there, trying to give you a bit of a help out there, and just couldn't really get you couldn't really help you out there in the end.
I'm gonna have to tail back. It blew up.
All right, well Keegan, we wish you the best of luck. I don't, Mason, if there's anything you want to ask him, but we wish you the best of luck.
Yeah, Keegan, you had a really good restart there. What was your thoughts on that restart?
Just don't wreck everybody.
All right, Keegan, thank you.
Well,
Thank you for that. We'll be moving back to the channel now, and good luck with the rest of your race. Oh, okay. Should we pull Mark in now? Have he hit that spin?
Yeah. Hey,
Mark.
Mark. It's Mason up here in the booth, and James, you got a copy?
Gotcha.
All right. So yeah, what happened there? Coming on the bus stop.
Just seemed. I just hit the grass and just spun it around. Then we also had to throw the caution because we figured out that Keegan was stuck in the wall. So
Yeah, we're running on board with you right now through the bus stop. Obviously, it was not very much contact with the grass there. Obviously, you were chasing down the leader, Jackson Knock, and you just took that grass on the inside of that left-hand curb on the chicane and just sent you right around.
yeah, that's pretty much what happened. Just didn't do it right and just got greedy.
All right, well, Mark, I don't know if Mason wants to add anything else. I am finished with my questions for you. We wish you the best of luck. And the rest of this Watkins Glen Pneumonia Awarness 25, and try and good luck moving forward.
Thank you.
That was Mark Allen Bivens, the driver of the number 69. I have gotten word Keegan Clark's race is over.
Should we bring him in and ask what happened about the retirement of the race?
Seems like him getting stuck in the wall caused the car to not be able to compete again. As
Let's talk to the person who tried to get him unstuck, Evan. Let's bring Evan here as the person who tried to get him unstuck. I'll bring him in here right now. All right, hi Evan. This is James and Mason up in the booth. You got a copy?
Evans, Mason, and James up here in the booth. Got a copy? Alright, so it seems like we do not have Evan at the moment.
So should we bring in Jackson, race leader, Jackson Knock?
Race
Alright,
leader.
here, I'm moving. Alright, Jackson, this is Mason and James up in the Fox Sports booth.
Hey.
But you got a copy here?
Yep.
Yeah, so obviously you were leading the Pneumonia Awareness 25 at the Glen, and I mean, obviously you mentioned earlier that it was starting to get pretty fun. But I mean, how is it now? You know, obviously we've seen what this boot can do to you and do to these drivers and in their mental state in this race, and it's really it seemed to bring a lot of drivers down to the race. Obviously we have 2 retirements already, myself and Keaton Clark. How is it? What is it that's keeping you to push through that and just keep driving the car?
Well, it's been nice to lead every lap, but I feel like it's going to be a 2-lap battle between me and Mark. And me and Mark are both amazing at road courses. Not amazing. I mean, me and him both battle amazingly at road courses. Most of the time, that is if he does not spin or spin me. But honestly, I think Mark has a big chance of winning, and I think I might have a big chance of winning. But Mark pulls it down pit road. Oh, that might change a few things.
I wonder what the strategy call is there from Mark and Pivens, but thank you, Jackson, for your time. We will be moving you back to the racetrack. Good luck with your race.
Yep, no problem.
That was Jack Snack, the driver of the double zeros. Mark Allen Bivens is now in pit road.
So Mark Allen Bivens, obviously, to make up that spot, he's going to need a good pit stop here from Mark Allen Bivens.
Keaton Clark is back on the racetrack, 1 lap down.
Could you bring, wonder what was able to get Keegan back on the racetrack. Apparently, it did look like he was going to be out of the race, but I guess not anymore. So obviously Mark looks like he has a decent pit stop there. It wasn't the worst pit stop I feel like he could have had. He definitely probably could have had a faster pit stop.
We already
but
got a
definitely
car in the grass. That's Keegan Clark. He is around.
He's in the same spot as well, same corner. Nearly the same corner, close to.
And bounced off the tire barrier nose first. And Evan Boradrill is still in the pit lane. Let's try and dial him up once again. Evan, it's Mason up here in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Alright, so, yeah, what was your thoughts on Keaton Clark getting stuck in the wall?
I tried to help him. That was very weird. I was in low gear trying to push him out, but it wasn't working.
Yeah, obviously we saw on camera. You we're gonna go back to that right now on my replay camera anyway. I don't know what Mason is showing on his camera, but I'm gonna go back to that incident, where Keegan was able to just get a little loose there and out of that corner and get stuck in the wall, and here you come, into that closing in on that same corner. You just kind of, I mean, walk us through your thoughts as you're walking up, as you're going up that uphill right-hander, and you just see that 69 truck up in front of you just stuck on the wall.
I was very puzzled. It's a very weird occurrence, but there's nothing I could have done. I tried my best to get him out of it, but tried to be a good friend, but it didn't work out.
Obviously, we saw you tried. You did everything you could. Obviously, it's definitely a very it's not often you have to practice getting someone stuck out of the wall at Watkins Glen. So it's very you did all you could, but he is back in the race. Keegan Clark, albeit a lap down, but being in the race is better than not being in the race. So
Yeah.
we're gonna wish you the best of luck, Evan. You line up, I believe, third. No,
If I can get a truck that actually drives good. No.
Of course, obviously, you've been having truck issues all night. Talk us a bit about those truck issues that you've been having all night.
It started whenever I spun out the first time. I was thinking it was just the tires. Then I get my fast repair, and I go into the carousel inside of the boot, and I hit the brakes. Same spot I normally do, and it locks up. And I just pound into the wall. There was nothing I could have done. And it's been like that basically all night at this point. So something's wrong with the truck.
Obviously, I know when I was in the race, there were a couple times where I was exiting the boot and I could hear you saying that you were spinning again. Assuming that was you, locking up where you said it was locking up, and it is getting very it is definitely very very interesting to see some of this stuff. But we're gonna go ahead and move you on back if Mason doesn't have anything more to say. And
All right.
Thank you for your time, and good luck in the rest of the race.
Thank you.
So, I am, as you guys are seeing on the broadcast,
Oh, Keegan Clark into the wall.
off the track again.
Keegan Clark just
Having
Cannot
troubles with that racetrack.
cannot. Do you think maybe that front damage on the front of the car? It does look like he has quite a bit. Is that maybe affecting Keegan Clark in his ability to handle that race car around this racetrack?
And we will be going back green with 3 laps to go, but I think we might be extending it to a green light checker.
How about we shift it up a little bit here, Mason? If it's up to you. But what do you say we throw in one of the drivers and we just we don't really say anything on the restart. We just hear their audio on the restart and just see what they're thinking about the restart.
Alright.
And Mason, you got a copy?
Yep, got a copy.
How's that sound to you? If we just pull one of the drivers in for the restart and hear what their thoughts are going through the restart.
Alright. Let's go ahead.
Alright, so we're gonna who do you want to pull in? You want to pull in Mark Allen Bivens, or do you want to pull in Jackson Knock?
Let's pull in Jackson off for this restart.
Alright, we're gonna pull him in here. I'll tell him what's going on. Alright, Jackson, this is James and Mason up in the booth here.
Idea.
We are going to we're gonna do something different here. We're gonna have we won't not be bugging you on this restart. We will we're gonna have you in the booth here so these people at home watching can understand what it's like to be going on a restart here at the Glen with these other guys out here, and just kind of get a live audio from the restart. So good luck on the restart, and good luck on the rest of the race.
All right, sounds good.
So now, riding on board with Jackson Knock, there will be 2 laps to go when we take the green flag. Now, Mason, how important is it? Obviously, Mark Allen Bivens is going to be restarting, I believe, second. He chose that inside line.
Yeah, he's
Now,
gonna be
Keegan Clark-
starting behind me, starting in 3rd, and then we're gonna have whoever
Keegan
is in
to
the
your
69. Yeah, Keegan to my left. So it's gonna be a little scary having Mark on my bumper because he's definitely got a big chance of winning here if he just gets past me.
I mean, and obviously we know Mark is not afraid to use the bumper, so Mark is
Yeah.
Mark will do anything he can to win at any cost. But now, as you come through the second to last corner, we're gonna leave you be here, and we're gonna go live audio with the 000 of Jackson Knock for the restart.
Jackson Knock will not be able to hear us, but we will be able to hear him. And all you at home will be able to hear him as we get ready to go back green flag racing with 2 laps to go here from Watkins Glen. 2 laps to go. We're back green.
Going through. Brake. Oh, Mark tries to use the bumper. Doesn't make it there. Crossover. They're loose behind. Mark gonna go far behind. Tried to use it. Couldn't quite do it. As I almost tapped the wall, Mark is gonna catch up a lot here going into the carousel. Not in the carousel, the bus stop.
Restart sounds like for Jackson Knock. Now going into the bus
Obviously.
stop.
But we can hear Jackson Knock in his voice. You can hear him very calm and not too worried about the 76 of Mark Allen Bivens
Oh,
behind
and
him. Obviously,
the 69's in the wall sideways and around. Almost gets stuck in the wall again.
that would have been definitely something to see him get stuck in the wall twice in a race. But
Oh, and I'm
We-
locked
we-
up
we
by
will
the
stay
double
green.
0.
we stay green. Jackson Knock getting past by Mark Allen Bivens now into the boot of Watkins Glen.
Now we
This is
toe in
the
the
white flag.
2
Up
laps
the
to
right
go.
hand, right hand. Remember, this is the tough corner for these drivers. This is the corner where if you're not careful, you get in the gas too early, you can get maybe stuck in the wall like we saw earlier in the race with Keegan Clark. Now Jackson Knock is going to push some late braking here. He is
comes
late
Jackson
braking
Knock.
for the 000
Late
of Jackson
braking
Knock.
into the corner.
Can he get it done?
Almost
Yes, he
slight
can.
contact. But here comes Evan Borodrill.
Now obviously, a beautiful late braking move. Let's go back to that one more time. Jackson Knock, late braking, gets it done on Mark Allen Bivens, and is able to take that spot away from him and go back to the lead. But now, into the second to last corner.
Can't forget about Evan
Coming this
Bourdreau.
time to the white flag for Jackson Knock.
Evan Bourdreau.
One more time around.
The fives there. If the 00 and the 76 make a mistake, that five could definitely capitalize.
But the white flag is out. One more lap for Jackson Knock. We're going to go on board. Roof camera with Mark Allen Bivens. Jackson Knock off the racetrack a little bit, but can Mark Allen capitalize on that maneuver there by the Jackson Knock machine? And no, I just don't think he can, but Mark has to let off a bit into the Essence. Jackson Knock going slower than Mark anticipated into the Essence, and you see on that gearbox camera, Jackson Knock, Mark Allen Bivens is right there. Now, Mason, obviously, me and you both have raced Mark Allen Bivens before. Mark is definitely not someone you want to see right in your mirror, especially knowing that he is not afraid to use that bumper.
Yeah, especially coming into turn number 5. Coming into turn number 6, sorry. For the final time, in turn number 6. Now, coming into the toe of turn number 7 of the boot.
This very uphill turn. We're going to see if maybe Mark Allen Bivens this time. Is he going to try the late braking maneuver that he saw work for Jackson Knock? Is it going to work for Mark Allen Bivens? I think he's a little too far out for a late braking. I feel like that would be a little bad decision if Mark decided to go for it. No late braking for Mark Allen Bivens. A perfect corner by Jackson Knock.
You're going to save it.
But a good save for the 00 of Jackson Knock. A little loose out of the corner, but I don't think it's going to affect him too much. But now Mark Allen Bivens, a little loose out of the corner. Mark Allen Bivens sliding off the racetrack just a tiny bit. Now, is that home free for Jackson Knock, or is it not? Not quite yet. Now, into the final corner, turn 7 of the regular NASCAR track, turn 11 of the boot. Out of the final corner, Jackson Knock is your winner in the Glen.
Mark Allen Bivens almost gets him
by an inch.
Bivens almost gets him at the line, but Jackson Knock, in his first race here in the I.R.S.S series, wins.
Let's go in. We're gonna pull him. We're not gonna talk to him, but we're gonna pull him in and just try and hear that audio and see what he's feeling right now. All right, Jackson.
Oh,
Welcome to the booth. Obviously, we're just here to hear your reactions. What's going through your head right now?
huh? What happened?
Well, what's going through your head right now, Jackson? Obviously, what's going through your head, man?
Oh, I don't know how I won that. Mark was so clean with me, and very patient with me in that last corner there, especially. I got loose off the corner. He had a much better run than me, and he let off to not run into the back of me, so I was doing the right thing, and I moved out of the way for him, so he could still get a little bit of his run that he deserved. Side by side to the line. Barely took it. Great to get my first ever league race win on iRacing, as well as the fact just my first win in this league as well. Third win ever on iRacing, whether hosted or not. Just, such a great finish. Really fun race. Glad to be here. Glad I had the track.
All right, obviously, Jackson, an amazing effort for you. You led majority of the laps today here at the Glen. And I'm looking at the tower right now. It shows that finish. You only beat out the 76 and Mark Allen Bivens by 0.029 of a second. So
Goodness.
A very close finish there at the Glen for Jackson Knock. And we're gonna go back one more time, and we're gonna go to this TV2 camera right here. Let's get one last angle of this shot as they come across the finish line to win the Glen for Jackson Knock. It's a big achievement, as you heard. Obviously, his third only win on iRacing, first in a league race on iRacing, and obviously that's got to be pretty special for the 00 of Jackson Knock. So Jackson Knock, congratulations on the win by 0.029 of a second. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn it down.
I hear that. He's gonna burn it down.
We're now gonna go talk to Mark Allen Bivens. Mark Allen. This is Mark Allen Bivens. Mark, how was that race? Finishing second there by a very, very close margin.
Oh, is this side by side straight line burnouts?
That's what it looks like. Mark, how was that finish?
It was good. I just can't say enough. I mean, it was a really good finish, tied for our second finish of the year. I just threw away there at the end. Just did not work up the courage to get side by side and thought that we were going to wreck each other. Didn't want to do that.
All right, yeah.
A great drive from you, and Mason can say the same about your drive today
Yeah,
as
it
well.
was an
Great
excellent drive.
And also, you had some mistakes in there early in the race, but that's gonna happen at a road course, and you still about to get second by. Now we told Jackson this, and then Jackson figured out. He was a little. I guess I could say the word surprise for sure, but you were able to only lost that race by 0.029 of a second, so very close finish there at the line. What's going on here, Mark?
Try to hope.
All right, Mark. Walk us through what's going on here. What are you guys looking to do here?
So what was that?
Yeah, I see you guys are trying to do some triangular burnout session here. What's going on here?
Yeah, just a trio celebration here. Might as well.
All right, Mark. That was a really good race for you, and we will see you next week at Chicagoland.
You know, let's bring in someone
I see.
after this.
Let's bring in Evan Boro-Drill, finished in the third place position. Evan, it's Mason up here it's Mason and James up here in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, how you doing?
Yeah, that was a really good finish. Third place.
Are we seeing what's happening for Jackson Knock right now? Or am I the only one seeing this?
Nope, same with Evan. So, yeah, how was
Oh,
that?
I just got kicked off the track.
How was that race?
It was fun to watch.
Week? Or sorry, this week. How was this race?
It was really fun to watch. I enjoyed it.
How do you think it's gonna affect you in points?
Well, we didn't make the playoffs, most likely. But we're not really here to race the whole series. So it's not like it would have bothered way first.
Well, after this finish, it looks like you are gonna be making the playoffs. So.
Wow. Well, still, I'm probably not gonna make it next.
James, you got any questions for Evan?
I don't got any questions, but I just want to say huge congratulations to Evan. Obviously, you had truck problems earlier in the race, and you were able to still come home with a third place.
Yeah, I was really proud of myself. The fact I was able to muster up the truck there at the.
Yeah, obviously a very phenomenal drive at the end there from the number 5 truck. Obviously, I have no words from 75 truck or to give to you, and other than just absolutely amazing, great job out there, Evan, and we'll see you at Chicagoland.
Yeah, hopefully.
If you're racing in Chicagoland, we hope to see you out there, hopefully without truck problems.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, good luck, man.
That was the driver of the number 5. That will conclude our events tonight.
Actually, I believe we should let's
bring in the driver of
driver
number 69.
The driver who had not a lot of luck today. Keegan, this is James Mason up in the booth here. You got a copy?
I got you loud and clear.
Yeah, obviously, just today, just not your day. I mean, obviously, things like this are gonna happen. Yeah, you can't expect for every race to be all sunshine, but we're gonna just rerun a little bit here to that. Obviously, that restart you had was pretty phenomenal. Obviously, we're able to stay out of the way of the drivers near you, but also, while also keeping it, in a pretty good position. So, obviously, not your day today at the Glen, but still a 4th place finish for you. Obviously, not what you wanted to be 2 laps down as well, but obviously, you can take what you can get. Really, it isn't last, so it's not first, but it isn't last, and it's better than nothing.
You can agree with that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Keegan, how did the truck feel? Since you had some
I mean,
difficulties, especially under caution there after you got back on the racetrack, What did the truck really feel like there?
Yeah, it really wasn't the truck's fault. I'm not good at road courses. It's plain and simple like that, and I knew that was gonna happen going into this race, and I just wanted to. Oh, the goal was to try to get a clean and simple race to get a solid finish out of it. But I mean, I can't do anything if you're not that good. So, I'm glad we're locked in because that would have not been a good race to help us for that championship. And I'm ready for Chicago tomorrow.
All right, obviously Keegan. For me and Mason both. Huge. Good luck for next week and starting next week tomorrow actually at Chicagoland. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Chicagoland Speedway race in the I.R.S.S Truck Series. It's gonna be a fun one. Lots of slide jobs into the corners, obviously, at Chicagoland, as to be expected. But as with that, we're gonna let you go, Keegan, and that will be concluding activities here today for the I.R.S.S Truck Series. Pneumonia Awareness 25 at Watkins, Glen. So, Mason, if you don't have anything else to say, we'll conclude our events for the night.
Thank you guys for tuning in tonight, and thank you, James, for helping me out at the end of that race, and good job to Jackson Knock on his first win. And we will see you guys tomorrow for Chicagoland. Same time, same place, and that'll end it off. Anything you want to say, James?
All I want to say is, see you guys tomorrow in Chicagoland. Thank you all for all the people that are at home watching the racing. And